playing the race card. Because the truth is that I never played the race card. Mr. Nerbas brought up my racial heritage and all that stuff, and that really broke my heart. And I have expressed in emails with Mr. Nerbas there. I've sent him emails telling him my real feelings about the situation, how he did not have to bring up the race card and all that stuff, but he still elected to bring up the race card and make it a factor, in regards to like how they're going to try me and stuff like that. And at the fucking trial, the fucking judge literally said that I would be judged differently because of my skin color and my heritage and stuff like that. And as for filing an appeal, I'm not going to file an appeal, even though I'm within my rights to file an appeal, under the grounds that it was an unfair trial, it was a racist trial, and yeah, those are my main 2 points for it. Like, it was an unfair racist trial. It's unfair because I was not allowed to question anybody. I was not allowed to question anybody in regards to all of this shit. I was not allowed to really, truly defend myself like I thought I was supposed to be allowed to. But Mr. Nerbas played that bureaucracy fucking lawyer ball bullshit where he fucking, he silenced me. He silenced my opportunities to question and cross-examine and stuff like that just to rig the system against me. But he was the one who brought up the race card in the first place, and I told him that he was a Nazi asshole this morning, but but I'm going to forgive him for being a Nazi asshole because of the fact that just we live in a society and everybody has to coexist. Everybody has the right to exist. And then when it comes right down to it, like, Michael Nerbas is a cool guy in regards to, like, that's a cool career to have, like, he has put away real fucking murderers. He has put away real fucking criminals. Me, I wrote a fucking status. It was about why I had to move. It was about the fact that I was having dark thoughts before I had to fucking move and all that shit. And I wrote that years after I moved. I moved in 2022. I'm at my 3rd year at my job. And it's like, all that shit, dude, all that shit that I had to put out with after being framed totally ruined my life, and I'm within my rights to file an appeal, but I'm not going to file an appeal. Even, like, I can file it because of the racism, I can file it because it was an unfair trial, I can do that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna learn to let it go. That's the main thing. That's the main thing about this video. That's why this video is called Video Diary Number 9, Forgiving Michael Nerbas. And when you forgive somebody, you can't keep throwing it in their fucking face. So I wrote my last email to Michael Nerbas this morning, told him how I feel about him bringing up the race card and the fact that I was judged differently because of the fact that I am a different race. He said that I'm from Peguis. I'm not from fucking Peguis. Fuck Peguis. When it came to me being, Aboriginal through all my life and stuff like that, I've always went towards white friends. I know that sounds ridiculous. I've always went towards white friends because, like, the brown people were like, they were always too, like, fucking smoking cigarettes all the time, getting drunk all the time, getting high all the time, and I just didn't want to do that. All my white friends wanted to fucking make movies, be in movies and shit like that. So, like, I would really, like, stay clear of those, like, fucking brown people and shit like that of my own race because I didn't want to smoke cigarettes. I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to do drugs. I didn't want to be, ever sick. I didn't want to do all that stuff. I wanted, I wish I was born white, and then Michael Nerbas would have been like, oh man, don't worry about it, man. I know relationships are tough, whatever, go on with your life. My whole plan was to move on with my life, right? But since I have so many years in the system left, I am going to just take it, dude. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to fucking, it is what it is. Like, I spoke to Mr. Nerbas this morning, and I brought up the race card. He shouldn't have fucking said I was, let us not forget that Darren filing an appeal. I'm not going to do that, even though I was given an unfair trial because I was not allowed to question anything, and I was also judged unfair, framed in 2021. But it is what it is. The cards have been dealt. The cards are the way they are, and I'm going to just be thankful for the way things are. But as far as, like, forgiving Mr. Nerbas, I have to do it right now. I have to forgive Mr. Nerbas right now because it's just who I am as a person. Like when, like I just said though, when you forgive somebody, you can't keep throwing it in their face. So I will write about it in my book when I do the autobiography and all that stuff. But when it comes to like I want to be bitter about it. I want to hang on to it. I want to be like, oh, because he judged me unfairly because of my race and stuff like that, and he brought that shit up in a court of law, and he said I was from Peguis and all that stuff. I want to fucking be unfair. I want to fucking be rude. I want to fucking have attitude and speak out. And I did that this morning in an email where I wrote Mr. Nerbas. I said, hey man, I could file an appeal because you're a racist. I could file an appeal because I was not given a fair trial because of your lawyer ball bureaucracy bullshit where I was not allowed to question in regards to having a full defense for myself, all that shit. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that because that would make me in the system longer than I have to. It would take at least 6 months to file an appeal, and on top of that, and God knows what would happen if the appeal went the other way in regards to going south and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna do what I told Mr. Nerbas that I wanted to do. I just want out of the system so that I could finally live my life free to the fullest. Ever since I was framed in 2021, I have not been living my life to the fullest. I have been waiting for court and shit like that to be over. But I got framed in 2021, and that fucking ruined my life until 2029 now. Until 2029. And I took full responsibility and full accountability for status, and I even truth was 100% that I did not threaten anybody. It was definitely dark language, but I fucking moved in 2022. I've been here for 3 fucking years. I've been working here for 3 fucking years. I'm just here to pay my child support and, take care of myself, pay my bill and all that stuff. But, after all that shit, definitely know the system is racist, but that's okay. That's okay. I am going to just be thankful for my life, the way I've always fucking taken shit again and again. I've been turning the cheek over and over again. I just keep taking people's shit, dude, and I'm so fucking sick of it. But at the same time, it is what it is. No good dad goes unpunished, and I am a good dad. And this weekend I get my daughter Lovey, and we're going to do boxing and all that stuff. So I have much better things to focus myself on instead of stewing about this. But I am stewing about this because I'm writing the book. I'm writing the book, putting Mr. Nerbas in it, putting Roderick Nerbas in as and Scott Nerbas as maybe they died while he was trying me, as sort of like a karmic kind of alignment. And if it wasn't for the fact that, hey, nobody believed me when I fucking told them that I was framed, and when I fucking showed them the proof that I was framed, nobody fucking believed me. So maybe after all that, maybe that was his karmic alignment or something like that. But I don't know, man. I don't even know if I believe in karma, especially since I've been lied about and framed since 2021. And I was the honest one. I was the loyal one. I was the one doing right by my daughters. I was the one doing right by my son. Oh my God, I was the one. I was good. So video diary number 9, forgiving Michael Nerbas for playing the race card and filing an appeal. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to file the appeal, but I will forgive Michael Nerbas. And starting right now, I will never throw anything in his face in regards to him playing the race card in a court of law. I won't do that, because when you forgive somebody, you don't keep throwing it in their face. So, Michael Nerbas, thank you for the level of professionalism you showed me until you brought up my race card. And you played the race card for me. I wasn't playing the race card. I wasn't like, Your Honor, it's because I'm brown, motherfuckers. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't making a mockery of the court. I was really nice, wanted to walk in there and just have an attitude with the judge. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that asshole. I don't want to be held in contempt. I don't want to be the guy who makes a mockery of the court and just walks up to the judge and who the fuck are you to judge me? I don't want to do this shit like that. You know what I mean? That would be total contempt. That'd be a total fucking maniac, right? Shit like that. But, I'm going to take it like I always do and turn the other cheek, baby. But yeah, thanks for listening. And this has been video diary number 9, forgiving Michael Nerbas for playing the race card. So cheers, love, respect, everybody. Have a nice day.